Well, hello again and welcome back to my workshop. Um, Recently I've had the privilege of working on a set of headphones, or more accurately a set of ear speakers, as Stax call them. And I have them here. The owner of them, the lucky owner of these, had a problem because he said there were crackles in them. Now, these are electrostatic headphones, more about that in a minute, or ear speakers, and they're very unlikely to crackle unless there's a problem with the cable. This is a very good quality cable, so the problem wasn't there. In fact, the problem was in the amplifier box, or the interface box, that all electrostatic headphones have to operate. Because they're of such high impedance that there has to be impedance matching and amplification through the speaker sockets on the amplifier through to these headphones. So what I found was, and I'll show you some pictures now, was that the switch, the selector switch here, was just a little bit noisy. So I took this to bits, and again more photos, and I just basically cleaned it and checked everything inside, no loose connections, everything was fine, and so I put it back together and now they're working perfectly. I can't actually let you hear anything on them because it's very difficult unless I put them either side of the microphone, which would be kind of pointless. But take it from me, these are now working. Now these are the model SR40 headphones. They're quite old, but they still fetch quite a lot of money on eBay, and they're electrostatic. Now, just a little bit about electrostatic headphones. They work on the principle, and I'll show you some diagrams now on the screen, that the transducer moves the air around a very, very thin membrane, and that membrane, which is only it's just microns thick, less than 2 microns actually, which is a high polymer, I'm reading this obviously, a high polymer film diaphragm sandwiched and suspended in the middle of the electrodes. The low mass film diaphragm is supported with a biasing voltage, supplied with a biasing voltage, which is driven by the audio signal. And because of this, they are extremely clear. In fact, they're so clear that it's difficult to tell where the sound is coming from. Now, I'll show you the working diagrams of these now on the screen, if I can. Okay, so what about Stax, and what was their history? Well, Stax was founded, and it's based in Long Island, and it was founded in 1938, and it developed the world's first electrostatic headphones. So this was the first introduction of them, and they continue today. Stax refers to all its headphones as ear speakers. Such ultra hi-fi fidelity devices for reproducing music can only be compared with the best no object cost loudspeakers, not other headphones. The term ear speaker is therefore more descriptive of Stax's contribution to today's most advanced level of sonic transduction. So there you are. Stax Audio is maintained by Woo Audio New York, and is an audio component designer of the highest quality and top production techniques. All Stax products will be processed from our warehouse in Long Island, New York, and your purchases carry a 1-year US warranty. We look forward to working with you. So how much do these things actually cost? You'd be surprised. A Stax SRMT 8000 amplifier, which is the modern equivalent of this, plus your ear speaker system will set you back, it will set you back $11,675, which roughly speaking is £9,809 and 2p, depending on the rate of inflation and exchange at the time. However, and this is the interesting point, there is an offer on at the moment, and it only lasts for 10 weeks, and the offer is for a £491 reduction on that price. So you can buy a set of the SRM T8000 earphones, head speakers for £9,318.98. Enough of facts. But I thought you might be interested in that. Just recently, in 2011, the Stax company, the Chinese audio equipment company, Edifier, announced that it acquired 100% equity in Stax. So, but they're still made in the USA and still to their high standard. And I listened to them, and they are exceptional. It's just wonderful to listen to these amplifiers, to these ear speakers. So there they are. There's the there they are there, and they're just great. So this particular model, the Stax SR40, was actually manufactured in 1975, and which that makes them what, 48 years old, and they're still going absolutely strong, and they still sound absolutely brilliant. And I'm glad I've been able to find the fault on them, and I hope the owner will still appreciate them. So a great pair of headphones. Right, there's a little bit more to this video because it's particularly short, having just described the repair or what there was of it. But in my research for on electrostatic headphones and electrostatic electricity in general, I took some time out and visited my favourite bookshop in Bath last week, and a photograph of it now. It's an amazing bookshop, and not only do they have a huge range of both fiction, non-fiction, technical and historical books, but they also have a very nice service. So I went in there, and that service is free coffee. Now, you don't get free coffee by just going in and saying, "Can I have a coffee?" but you do get it if you spend some money on books. And I went in there to buy a new publication of a book on Ada Lovelace. Now, some of you may know that I do talks on Ada Lovelace, Lord Byron, and right through to Charles Babbage and Alan Turing, so a whole range of stuff on early computing. And they have this beautifully bound book in there on Ada, so I bought that with luckily I had a nice buck token for my birthday, which, believe it or not, was just a few weeks ago on the 1st of April. No comments, please. Anyway, I also bought a book on the early history of the BBC, because I do talks on early radio. And I sat there and enjoyed my free cafetiere coffee, and it was really rather nice, with a free biscuit. So that was a nice experience. And did a little bit of research on electrostatic headphones, or ear speakers, as they are called. So that's about it, really. I thought I'd like to share that with you. Well, that's about it. I've finished this short video. I've got another repair to do, which is a Sony tape recorder, probably early 1980s, which I'm going to look at in my next video. But as ever, thank you for watching, and please take care, and I will talk to you again soon. And thanks to all my subscribers and all those who have commented. I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Thanks again, and as always, take care.